Os canadianos Fucked Up estiveram na ZDB e nós falámos com a Sandy e o Damien depois do concerto. So we're here with Damien and Sandy from Fucked Up. Great show, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How was the show, like in the awesomeometer or hectometer?
It was awesome. It was definitely like a really fun show. It's weird when you play somewhere that you've never been, because you never know if kids are going to know who you are. Like, we knew, because kids from Portugal had written to us before, that there were some people that knew who we were, but we had no idea that kids were going to be, dancing and stuff. We got treated really well today. We got taken out to a really nice dinner, so I have it waiting for me because I can't eat before we play because I'll throw up.
Oh, and that isn't part of the show.
No,
right?
It's not part of the show. Like, believe me, I think blood is fine, and sweat and tears, but vomit and pee and poo, that stays in the body till after.
You guys were supposed to open for Arcade Fire.
The Portuguese government asked for the show to be canceled, even though it was sold out, 19,000 people. But you know what? I'm kind of glad it worked out that way because we got to play in a really cool...
I wouldn't say I'm glad it worked out that way.
No, I'm saying is...
They put on the best live show right now. They're incredible live. So, it's like an honor to be on tour with them, and it's insane. People don't believe us. Like at the border when we got stopped today because of the NATO thing, they were like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Well, we were supposed to be opening for the Arcade Fire, but they canceled. They had to cancel because of the NATO thing." The guy's like, "You were supposed to open for the Arcade Fire." I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "What do you play? What do you sound like?" And I'm like, "Punk." He's like, "Pfft." I'm like, "Check the internet. I'm not lying. Check the internet." So they checked the internet, and that's when they believed us.
He could have been a music critic or something.
He could have been a music critic. He's like, Fucked Up is not good enough to open up for the Arcade Fire, They're good people, and they're good. Well, I haven't met them yet, so I'm assuming they're good people.
I met them 7 years ago, and they were good people.
They were good people. See, that's what everyone said, like, "Oh, they're awesome." I was working on my first line I'm going to say to them in this voice, like, just like grab their hands like super firmly and stare them right in the eye and go, like, "Pass me your hand." Like, grab your hand really firmly and go, "It goes without saying from now on, if you ever need it, we have your back." And just like shake their hand and like walk off.
Intense.
Or like this was another one, like, "Hey, you guys want to play touch football?" And just like that. Like all the guys, the girls just like stare right in their eyes and, "Do you want to play touch football?" Like the first thing. Like,
You guys have done work with like Serena Niche and not so obvious bands. Nelly Furtado I heard she phoned it in as well.
No, she came into the studio. Yeah, it was awesome.
Well,
she was recording next door, and we went and we sent Ben over because he was the new member to ask her, and she was cool as hell. Like, came over and did it, and we were like, holy. And this is like, now we have because we've done like the other charity records, but at that point we like basically went to the studio and we must have looked like crazy people, like, because we were like, "Hey, we play in a band called Fucked Up, and we're doing a benefit record for a mental health charity for women." She must have thought like we were crazy.
I wasn't there. I haven't met her.
No, because Sandy has Portuguese origins and or background.
Were you born in Portugal?
No.
I thought you were born here and moved.
No, my parents were born here and then moved to Toronto in the 60s.
They smuggled her in a suitcase.
Yeah. But I actually got my Portuguese citizenship last year.
The Enemy cover, like the Jesus Christ thing and the cut forehead.
Yeah.
What about the steak? What was that about?
The steak was like meant to be the Sacred Heart.
Oh, okay, I didn't
Couldn't
get.
find a heart to do it. So the photographer, it was actually the photographer, our friend Danny North, who's a photographer, who's an awesome photographer and a great guy, did the photo, and that was his concept. And I think it turned out awesome. But yeah, it would have looked cooler if it was a heart, but he couldn't find a heart.
It's close enough, I think.
It
It
was
has a shape.
It was Sunday in Bradford, and it's hard to find a giant cow's heart on Sunday in Bradford.
Unless you're in the know.
Unless you're in the know. Unless you can pull some strings. You got to be pretty famous.
show in Lisbon had the privilege of having the intro of your new show, new TV show, which you're hosting, recorded here, which we're going to show actually right now.
You got it too?
No, I got it too, so we're cutting to that.
That's copyright. Don't show it. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I actually thought of that. No. But
yeah, I'm going to sue you. Yeah, don't worry. I'm in no position to sue anyone. I'm a walking lawsuit waiting to happen.
Hi, my name is Damien, and we are fucked up, and you are watching Much Music.
Do you have anything planned for the show,
really,
or actually the opposite?
It's really open concept right now. It's very bizarre. When I was 21, I was offered a job to work at Much Music. I met the guy who was running it at the time, and he offered me a job, which is like, it's like the MTV of Canada. Mm-hmm. And so it was like my dream job. He's like, I want you to drop out of school and come work for us. And I'm like, absolutely. So I dropped out of university, and I went and tried to work for them, and they never hired me. So I was like, and then he got fired. Hi, my name is Damien.
And I'm Mustard Gas.
And we are from the band Fucked
Up.
And you are watching
Geração
C. Yeah!